All right, settle in, folks. Welcome to the show where we talk about the things people don't always talk about. Everyone talks about the money in tech sales, the flexible hours, which sometimes means you're flexibly working at 2 a.m., the ping pong tables, which, let's be honest, are mostly for show unless you're good, the free snacks, which are great until you realize you've eaten your weight in granola bars. But no one tells you this. We hear about the commission checks, the president's club trips, the feeling of closing a massive deal, but there's a whole other universe of experiences, emotions, and downright bizarre daily occurrences that somehow get left out. So today we're pulling back the curtain. Let's talk about the real side of tech sales. First off, nobody tells you that being in tech sales is 50% selling and 50% LinkedIn stalking. And I use the term stalking with the utmost professional affection, of course. You thought you were getting into sales, a noble profession of persuasion and problem solving. But surprise, you're now a part-time digital Sherlock Holmes. It's a skill, people, a real skill. You're not just looking for a name and a title. Oh no, that's amateur hour. You're diving deep. You're looking up who the VP of operations is, then cross-referencing their podcast interviews from 3 years ago. You're meticulously analyzing their LinkedIn recommendations, trying to decipher the subtext. Then comes the art of the warm-up. You're liking their dog's photo from 2019 to warm up the relationship. It's not creepy. It's strategic. The amount of information you can unearth is both astounding and slightly terrifying. You'll know their career history better than their own mother. It's a world where who you know is important, but what you can find out about them is pure gold. Welcome to the investigation agent. All right, let's talk about something near and dear to every salesperson's heart: ghosting. Imagine pouring your heart into a cold email. You've done your detective work, you've customized it, you've been witty, you've been human. You hit send, feeling a tiny spark of optimism. This is the one, and then nothing, silence, crickets, not even a bounce back. No reply, no click, not even a who dis or a polite unsubscribe. Welcome to the tech sales Bermuda Triangle, where emails vanish and dreams go to die. It's a unique kind of rejection, isn't it? It's not a no, which, while disappointing, at least provides closure. It's the other response. It leaves you wondering, did they see it? Did it go to spam? Did they open it, scoff, and then immediately delete it? It's a mystery wrapped in an enigma, shrouded in digital silence, and it happens a lot, more than you'd think. You learn not to take it personally, even though in the beginning it feels incredibly personal. Next up on our tour of Untold Truths, CRM tools. The customer relationship management system. Salesforce, HubSpot, Pipedrive, Zoho, take your pick. They're pitched as these incredible, helpful platforms designed to track all your deals, manage your contacts, streamline your workflow, and basically make you a sales superhero. And sometimes they are. Sometimes they genuinely feel like a trusty sidekick in your quest for commission glory until you forget to log one call, just one. And then your manager with their all-seeing dashboard eye is like, why is your pipeline empty for Tuesday? Did you even work on Tuesday? Suddenly this helpful tool feels more like a digital parole officer. Forget to update a deal stage. Prepare for a gentle or not so gentle reminder. Log a note with a typo. It's there forever. It's the all-seeing eye of sales Sauron and the data entry. Oh, the endless, soul-crushing data entry. You spend half your time selling and the other half meticulously documenting that you were, in fact, selling. Chapter 4. Rejection is a love language. If there's one thing tech sales will teach you, it's humility. And it teaches this lesson primarily through the ancient art of rejection. You'll be ghosted, as we've discussed. You'll be hung up on sometimes mid-sentence. You'll be told not interested in approximately 42 different ways. We don't have the budget. It's not a priority right now. We just signed with your competitor last week. Your solution sounds terrible. Each no can feel like a tiny paper cut. Annoying, a little sting, but manageable on its own. But when you get a flurry of them, it can feel like you're navigating a hailstorm of negativity. But here's the kicker. Every no gets you closer to that one glorious yes. Rejection in sales isn't failure, it's feedback, it's data. You start to analyze the no's. Was it the timing, the messaging, the wrong contact person? Was your value proposition unclear? Each rejection, if you let it, can be a lesson. It forces you to refine your approach, to better understand your ideal customer profile. It's like a very intense, very personal focus group that you didn't ask for, but definitely got. Chapter 5. You're selling more than software. Here's a fascinating twist that often gets lost in the talk about quotas and commission. You're not just selling software. You're not just peddling lines of code or a slick user interface. If you think that's the game, you're missing the bigger picture. What you're really selling is a whole constellation of intangible yet incredibly valuable things. You're selling hope. Hope that this new tool will solve a persistent problem, that it will make someone's job easier, that it will help their company achieve its ambitious goals. You're selling productivity, the promise that teams will be more efficient, that they'll get more done with less stress. You're selling growth, the idea that your solution will unlock new opportunities, expand their market reach, or improve their bottom line. And yes, sometimes, let's be brutally honest, you're selling an overpriced dashboard with 11 different charts that nobody on their team will actually look at after the first week, or a platform with 100 features when they only really need 3. Part of the journey is learning to navigate that, to genuinely understand what a client needs versus what they think they want. Integrity plays a huge role here, but the core skill, the magic ingredient, is learning how to translate features into tangible business impact. Nobody cares that your software uses proprietary AI algorithms or has seamless API integration just for the sake of the jargon. Chapter 6. Tech sales is a gateway drug. Now, let's be real for a moment in that way that only good friends or anonymous YouTube hosts can be. Tech sales for many people isn't just a job, it's the gateway drug of the corporate world, and I mean that in the best possible way. It's an entry point, a launching pad, a place where you acquire a set of skills so potent and so transferable that they can fling you into a myriad of other exciting career paths. You might start as an SDR, a sales development rep, grinding out those cold calls and emails, learning the ropes, building that resilience we talked about. Then maybe you move up to become an AE, an account executive, managing the full sales cycle, closing deals and tasting that sweet commission. You think, okay, this is it, I'm a sales lifer. And for some, that's absolutely true and incredibly rewarding. But then something interesting happens. You start to see other doors opening. Because of the skills you've honed, you suddenly find yourself with options. Maybe your deep understanding of customer pain points and your ability to build relationships makes you a perfect fit for customer success. Or perhaps your knack for articulating value propositions and understanding market needs draws you towards product marketing. You've been on the front lines, you know what resonates with buyers, you know the competition inside out. You can help shape the messaging and strategy for the entire product line. So here's what no one tells you about tech sales. It's not just about closing deals, hitting quota, or making bank, though. Those are definitely parts of the equation, and let's be honest, pretty nice parts too. It's about resilience, the kind that gets you back on the phone after the 10th no of the day. It's about emotional intelligence, learning to read people, understand their unspoken needs, and connect on a human level, even through a screen. It's about adaptability because the market changes, the product changes, the prospects change, and you have to change with them. Yes, you'll have awkward calls where you stumble over your words or the demo glitches at the worst possible moment. Yes, you'll cringe looking back at your early pitches, wondering what on earth you were thinking. We've all been there, trust me. There will be days you question your sanity, your career choice, and possibly the meaning of life itself after a particularly brutal rejection streak. But if you stick with it, if you embrace the chaos and the challenge it'll sharpen you in ways few other jobs can. It builds character, grit, and an uncanny ability to talk to anyone about anything. It's a wild ride, folks, full of highs, lows, and a surprising amount of detective work.